Sanders made history when he committed to Jackson State, and now he details why he chose to start his college career at a HBCU. With his commitment to the Tigers, Shedeur, a 4-star rated quarterback, became the highest rated recruit to ever commit to JSU out of high school. He was committed to Florida Atlantic, but after seeing his dad be introduced as the head coach at Jackson State and learning about the history of the NFL talent coming out of JSU, he started thinking about the Tigers seriously. He said it was a hard decision, but said, why not? Now he'll be a big recruiter for JSU to bring in more talent.
It's real important because nobody wants to be that first guy. Nobody wants to, be the first one to do anything. Like, nobody else was really going to pick HBCU at first. And I was like, why not be the first? Why not be that guy to do it? So other athletes are influenced, and they're going to make the move. I'm pretty sure.
With Shedeur and Power 5 transfers coming in, JSU football is on the rise.
Hold up. Here's a story about a man, a simple man, a man with a dream.
Let me ask you a question. Just to be honest with you now. Now that Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter are going to the NFL, now that we've seen the 4 years of Shedeur Sanders' project, we've seen the highs and the lows, beginning and end. On the HBCU side, has it really progressed? We see Jackson State. They always had the biggest microphone, biggest megaphone. They've always been the loudest, most boisterous team out there. They've always talked the most smack of any school in HBCU. They've always had the biggest crowds. So what has changed? What is actually different? We went from celebrating the fact that Jackson State had a top 70 recruiting class in the country. Now we celebrate every year that Jackson State has the best HBCU recruiting class in the country. Ranked like 120, 130. We're looking back at this. Has this really progressed? Has this really been what Jackson State wanted? What has changed? Yeah, they got all this money and quote-unquote exposure bucks. Everybody saw them. You saw the prom effect. You saw Travis Hunter come to Jackson State. But have you seen anybody else? I was yelled at before for pointing out the fact that Deion's last year, nobody was recruiting. Nobody was committing. But why? Has Jackson State really gained anything from the Deion effect? You're looking at these schools now, the Norfolk States, the Delaware States, hell, Texas Southern, Alabama State, Prairie View A&M. These schools that get these NFL coaches, NFL players. What have they really gained? Jackson State was already on the trajectory to win the Celebration Bowl before Coach Prime got there. Matter of fact, Coach Taylor did something Coach Prime couldn't do. He won the big game. But what does all this mean? I think Jackson State has to do something that HBCU should have done a long time ago. You got to attack the depth. I'm not saying go after the 4 and 5 star starters at Alabama and Georgia, but the 2 and 3 star backups, they're going to be developed. Those gems in the making, those players who are under recruited, those are the kids you got to go after. What's the point of you riding the bench at Bama and playing 1 year? You can be a stud starting at Jackson for 4, a stud starting at Valley for 4. You may get these exposure points, but you don't get any exposure riding that pine. As Coach Simmons I'm out.